Welcome back to Celebrate the Bounty. I'm Chef Shayna at the River Park Farmers Market, and today we're going to dive into the crisp and delicious world of bok choy. Stick around to discover new ways to enjoy this fantastic greens. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm looking for some bok choy.
I have bok choy here. Yeah, so this is called Shanghai bok choy, and it's called baby bok choy. I like to use this in soup and cook this as a stir fry.
Okay.
But you can prepare them the same.
And how long have you guys been growing bok choy?
We've been farming since 2008, but then we grow bok choy every fall and springtime.
Okay, so it has two harvests, fall and spring, that we can come to the farmer's market and buy it. Okay, great. How would you describe the flavor?
Subtle, not peppery, but it's like subtle, earthy, good green.
All right, yeah, and it's very nutritious to eat, right?
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. Thank you for your time. Today we're at Veselaya Gardens with Kevin, and we're going to learn all about bok choy. So Kevin, tell us a little bit about the bok choy that you grow.
We grow bok choy fall, winter, and spring. Every season I learn something new. There's over 20 varieties from the seed company I buy from, and they have different colors, different sizes. So not only finding the right variety for the Central Valley, but also when to plant it.
So your farm here is a beautiful garden in the middle of Fresno, and I assume you don't need to use sprays or anything?
We try not to. We have 5 acres here in Fresno. We're working on getting certified organic, but we don't use fertilizers. We let the weeds grow. We're not too concerned with that because we harvest a lot of beneficial insects that way. The soil gets healthier and our plants are getting healthier just because we're naturally letting nature do most of the work for us.
And is there anything that you like to do with the bok choy?
With baby bok choy, you can eat it raw and even put it in a salad. With some of the larger bok choys, I know a lot of people stir fry them, but we really like to put them in soups.
Well, there you have it. We've learned about local farming, bok choy, and all the wonderful produce the Valley has to offer. Hello, everyone. Thank you and welcome to Discover the Bounty, where we'll have some fun learning about and cooking with California-grown specialty crops. We're here at the Tuesday River Park Farmers Market, and today's specialty crop is bok choy. Bok choy is a versatile and nutritious vegetable grown right here in the Central Valley. It has a crisp texture and a mild, slightly sweet flavor, making it a favorite in many dishes. The rich soil and temperate climate of the Central Valley provide the perfect conditions for growing this wonderful vegetable. It's great in stir fries, soups, and even salads. Its tender leaves and crunchy stems add both texture and flavor to any meal. Not only is it delicious, but it's also packed with vitamins A and C, calcium, and fiber, making it a healthy addition to your diet. Let's get cooking. So bok choy is kind of like a small cabbage. It's in the same family as broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, grows in the ground. So the first thing you want to do is wash your hands and wash the bok choy. I washed this before you guys came, so we'll be ready to cook with it. We also want a mise en place, which means what? Mise en place. Get everything in its place. So we want to make sure we have all of our ingredients. So we have our olive oil, we have a wok. We're going to turn on the heat to start to heat up that pan. We have, what are these? What's the difference? Onions. What's the difference between them? All right, good. Yeah, I like it. So this is a white onion, very strong flavor. If you have ever tried chopping an onion, what can it make you do? What does it make you do? It makes you cry, yes. These, however, are green onions, and they don't make you cry. They're our friends, right? Onions are our friends too. They bring a lot of flavor to dishes, and that's what we usually start with. We'll chop up an onion and throw it in a pan or a stock pot first because it brings a lot of flavor. So we have our onions, we have our green onions, we have bell peppers, and I'm using yellow and red. You can use any color. I just like to make it nice and colorful. Yeah, so these are sweet. These will not be spicy. If we were gonna maybe use a Fresno chili pepper or a jalapeno pepper, that is spicy, and it's actually the seed that's spicy. But for today, this isn't spicy. I wouldn't throw any spice at you. Oh, you like spice? All right, come back next time. We'll make it spicy. Sounds good. We also have other ingredients over here. What is this? Garlic. And this is a bulb of garlic. We're going to crack it open, and inside we're going to see lots of little cloves of garlic that we'll cook with. This, ginger. Great. Ginger is really good for your stomach. If you have an upset stomach, you can make some ginger and tea. Carrots. We have chicken. We have some noodles. Our green onions we already diced up. And salt and pepper, sesame seed oil, and our sauces here that we're gonna use. And we are making a bok choy stir fry today. So I can tell my wok is nice and hot. What's giving it away? The steam, yes, good. All right, so first things first, we are going to chop up our bok choy. And for this, we're not gonna use those ends. We're just gonna make it into nice, big, large, leafy pieces. Bok choy is great to put in soups. It's a great way to get your greens, very healthy vegetable for you. I'm just gonna chop those up just like that. Nice, big, coarse chops. So we have our hot wok. We're gonna add in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil and coat the pan there. And then we're gonna add in our onion that I chopped before you guys got here because I didn't want you to see me cry. But if you don't wanna cry while chopping your onions, you can run some water or put a piece of bread in your mouth, and it takes the moisture and it'll take the, what makes you cry, that little chemical, and help you so you don't cry. So we have our onions. We're gonna stir them in the olive oil and let them cook and get translucent, a little see-through, for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then we're gonna chop up our bell peppers. And for this, it's up to you if you wanna make nice slices of bell pepper or if you wanna chop it. And today, I'm gonna do some slices like such. And I love the red color and the yellow. I think it's so beautiful to see it with all the green veggies. The great thing about stir fry is you really can add any vegetables that you want, that you might like or you might have in your fridge. Brussels sprouts, anything that you want. All right, we're also gonna start by grating our carrot. I'm gonna have you grate our carrot for us. Is that cool? There's a little bowl to catch it. Just go ahead and start grating away. There we go. All right, so I actually have some minced garlic and minced ginger as well. But I want you guys to smell the ginger. It smells divine. Doesn't it smell like fresh? Like if you had an upset stomach, wouldn't you want to just have some ginger? Give it a smell. What do you think? What do you think? You like it? We're just gonna use a tiny bit to bring out some flavor. So we have our onion. It's gotten nice and translucent. Do you see that? We're gonna add in our garlic and our ginger and let that cook up. We'll stir that around. Oh, I like the teamwork over here. Good job, guys. That's great. Can you guys start to smell the flavors, the aromatics? Good. I'm going to finish slicing up our bell pepper here. What are some other veggies that you can think of that you'd maybe want to put into the stir fry? Broccoli, that's a great one. What about eggplant or zucchini? Any takers? Yeah? All right. Anything that you see at the farmer's market and you want to try, go ahead and buy it and throw it into your stir fry. That's the great part of this dish is really it's versatile and you can do just about anything. All right, so now we have the nice red bell peppers in there. We want to cook those until they start to soften up a little bit. So we're grating our carrots. We're working hard over here. If you wanted to, you could just slice up the carrots and have little carrot coins that you put in there. I prefer the grated carrot. That's why we do that. How is it looking over here? Let's see, let's find out. Oh my gosh, you guys have done so much. Oh, have you? All right, there we are. Thank you. I'll add in your grated carrots. Beautiful addition. I love all the colors. And you know what? Joys of TV. I had some already ready too. So we'll just add a little bit more in. All right. And we'll cook that up. You can see it starting to cook down and loosen up. So we have our onions, our ginger, our garlic, our bell peppers, our carrots. We're missing the star of the show, which is our bok choy. So we'll add that in now. Can you smell it? You like the smell of it? It does smell good, I agree. So we're just gonna add those in and let them wilt down a little bit, soften up. And this is a really good way to get your veggies in, but I like to add a little bit of protein. So today I have some chicken that's already been prepared and cooked that we're gonna add. You could also add in shrimp if you wanted to, or beef if you wanted. Ground pork would be really yummy in this dish as well. I'm gonna let that cook up, and I'm gonna have you guys help me with my sauce. Sound good? Any idea what sauces you wanna add to make a nice stir-fry dish? Any guesses? No, they are sitting right in front of you. Soy sauce, good. All right, so we're gonna use our measuring spoon. We're gonna measure in 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And I'll have you put it right into the bowl there. What's your name, buddy? Daniel? Nathaniel. Thank you. Awesome. Thanks, Nathaniel. All right, and then we're gonna do our sesame oil. And I'll give you that measuring spoon. 1 tablespoon, please. And you guys will get the recipe so you can recreate this at home. But the great thing about a stir fry is you can add a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and it's all gonna turn out pretty tasty. Great job. And then the last one is oyster sauce. This does not have to be used, it's optional. But we happen to have some, so we're gonna put it in today. So as you can see, our veggies are cooking down nicely. Another thing that would be really good in here would be mushrooms. They take on the flavor of sauces that you use and would be yummy. Oh, that is tough, isn't it? I did give you a hard challenge, but you look like you were up for the job. Let me help you a little bit. Secret, if you hit the bottom, it'll come out a little faster. Like old school ketchup. You're too young to have ketchup out of a glass bottle, I think. I'm aging myself. All right, there we go. All right, thank you, sir. We'll put that in the sink. All right, so we're gonna stir in our sauce. We're gonna add in our chicken. Mix that up. And I think I already mentioned, but you could use shrimp or ground pork, ground beef even if you wanted to, leftover cooked beef. We'll give that a minute. I prepared some noodles ahead of time that we're gonna serve it with, but of course you could serve it over rice, anything that you need. I'm going to give it a little bit of salt and pepper, and then we'll serve it up. Does anybody want to try it? Yeah? All right. You guys want to try it too? Very adventurous. I love it. All right. So there you have it. Our bok choy mixed in with onions and garlic and ginger, some bell pepper, grated carrots. A great way to get in the veggies from the fresh farmer's market. All right. We'll serve it over our noodles. And be ready. Let me put some noodles on your plate and then I'll give you some stir fry. How does that sound? There we go. You guys excited to try it? Yeah? Love it. Do you think you can make this at home? Yeah. Chop up all the veggies. Just be careful when you're using the stove. All right. You love noodles? All right, I'll give you a lot. How about that? There you are. Looks like we're making a sufficient mess over here too, huh? Yeah. That's the best way to cook. All right. Sure. Do you have any questions while I'm serving it up? Yes, I had a feeling you did. What's your question?
When you add any seasoning, could you add like garlic powder or
right, so her question was, or what?
Onion powder?
Onion powder, yeah. Could you add garlic powder or onion powder? You certainly could. So we used fresh onion and fresh garlic, but if you wanted to add a little bit more garlic, go for it. You could do that, no problem. You guys ready to eat it? Can you guys smell it out there? Smells pretty good, right? Yeah. So just buy a bunch of veggies, plus your bok choy. If you won some bok choy, maybe you'll add your chopped up bok choy, throw it all in the wok, add your sauces, you're good to go. Easy dinner.
All right, let's hear it for Chef Shayna.
Thank you guys. I had a blast cooking with you today and exploring new tasty flavors from the farmers market. Farmers markets are such a wonderful place to find fresh, locally grown veggies and try out new recipes with them. See you next time for another fun cooking adventure.